Okay, well, thank you all for coming. This morning I'm going to be addressing the arrest of Assistant Chief Domestihaus. I will not be taking any questions specifically regarding the case, but what I wanted to tell this community and let everybody know that I couldn't be prouder of the men and women of the Bakersfield Police Department during this time of adversity. When I became chief, I challenged this organization to create a culture of accountability, and I believe that that came to light yesterday when we received the call from our community in regards to a possible domestic violence investigation. That investigation led to Assistant Chief Domestihaus being identified as a suspect. Our guiding values are compassion, accountability, and professionalism. We showed compassion for the victim, as we do in all of our domestic violence cases. We showed accountability, as our staff has been told and charged that they are to hold each other accountable, regardless of rank and regardless of position in the organization. That is from me to the newest hire, regardless of whether you're professional staff or sworn staff. I think we held on to that principle of accountability and professionalism. We investigated this case. We're continuing to investigate this case, and we'll continue to look at the evidence and consider all of the factors. We believe that we had probable cause to arrest Assistant Chief Domestihaus, and we're going to move forward as an organization.
Are there any current cases that may be affected by his departure, either in testimony or anything like that?
I'm not aware of any cases that would be affected by his arrest.
Chief, generally when something like this happens, speaking hypothetically, when an officer, especially somebody in the administration, is arrested for this kind of a deal, could it be the end of a career? Can it lead to demotion? What can happen hypothetically to somebody in this situation?
As with any criminal act or violation of policies and procedures, it could be anything from verbal counseling to termination on regards to the administrative side.
Does he face jail time in this particular case?
We haven't filed the case yet. We will figure that out, but based on the facts of the case as I know them at this time, he did get arrested for a felony, and there's jail time that's generally associated with felony for domestic violence.
Is there any other outside organization that you guys have brought in to either keep track of or monitor or conduct their own independent one outside of the police organization or BPD?
We have not. I am completely confident and that the investigators are competent, and I think their character showed that we did not waste any time. As soon as we got that information, I was called early in the morning, and we put every resource toward it to get to the bottom of it and get to the truth.
So there's no conflict of interest here in investigating one of your own?
I don't believe there's any conflict of interest whatsoever. I'm completely confident in our staff, and I believe the fact that he was arrested and that we're moving forward confirms that fact.
Since his arrest, have you spoken to the suspect now?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak with Assistant Chief Domestihaus, so no.
How has this affected the morale of the department?
You know, from a morale standpoint, people are disappointed. I mean, you've got somebody in senior leadership, you're one step away from leading the organization. So yeah, people are disappointed, and you know, if you feel that sense of pride and you want to believe in the leaders of the organization, but the other standpoint is, like I said, I challenged them to create a culture of accountability, and every employee has heard from me that you are required to hold each other accountable, and I think this shows everyone in there that I am absolutely serious about that. And organizationally, from the first patrol officer who showed up on the scene to the watch commander who realized what we had to the investigators, they all lived up to my expectations.
Besides that, as the leader of this organization, how do you start to take those steps to rebuild that morale?
I think, I put out a message to the organization this morning that I was actually proud of what they did and how they conducted themselves from a professional standpoint. From a personal standpoint, that human factor, you can't, I mean, you know, I look at Assistant Chief Domestihaus as a mentee. And, you know, are we disappointed? Absolutely, we're disappointed. But we have to build on what we've started, and are we who we say we are?
Is there a reason he surrendered himself to Taft Jail instead of BPD in terms of the fact that you guys had the search warrant?
I have no idea.
Chief, domestic violence is obviously a serious issue, not only here in Bakersfield, but throughout the whole country. We hear people, high-profile people getting arrested for domestic violence. The fact that it's domestic violence that's involved in this case, does it make it any more harder, being that it's that type of case where you know, a partner is a victim of domestic violence?
Yeah, if you think about it, you know, we're here to protect the public. I mean, our mission statement is we partner with our community to protect the lives and property of the people we serve. And when you have a situation such as this, it hits us a little hard.
What's your message going forward in this investigation?
A message internally, externally, or both?
Both.
Internally, the message going forward is we will continue to be an organization that values compassion, accountability, and professionalism. Externally is, as your chief, I am proud to be the chief of the Bakersfield Police Department. I'm proud of the job that we did yesterday in regards to the adversity. And as when I became chief, I made it crystal clear that I would be as transparent as legally possible with any incidents, positive or negative, within this organization. And I believe I'm holding up to that this morning.
Anything else, sir, that you want to add that we didn't ask you?
No, I mean, we as an organization, it's been a tough week for us. You know, to have had to say goodbye to one of our friends Tuesday morning, and then had to, you know, conduct this investigation Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. We're a little exhausted, but we're here 24/7. We love this community. We're going to serve this community, and we're going to be the best department that we can be, and we're going to be an exemplary police department, regardless of the circumstance.